Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play ADoM. So, I made my way back from the lodge room after spending a lot more time there. It's been like 2 or 3 more days since I last recorded, since that fortuitous recovery of my sword and the even more fortuitous and somewhat insulting find of that firebolt tome, but whatever. So I ended up spending a lot more time there, and then I went back, came back here, and did things. And I didn't take any notes, so I might be forgetting some things that I meant to mention or talk about. But mostly I've sorted out the boring part of inventory management. As you can see, I have also tidied up the shop. Everything's just in one gigantic pile next to the entrance, where I also drop the things I sell. And hopefully he'll just end up restocking. I think that's how it works anyway. I don't know, I might be wrong. It's fine. Either way. I guess I've been sacrificing the less interesting things and, selling everything not worth enough to sacrifice. I locked myself in here to do some reading actually, because, well, I didn't find any more firebolts. I did, of course, find more frostbolts. In fact, can show you what I have to read. I have Darkness, yay. I have 2 more frostbolts, and I have a new tome, so it could be something good, although honestly I'm mostly looking for things I already know. But, well, we'll see what this is. I'm also going to actually go ahead and read my one uncursed and unblessed scroll of Identify. I could be using one of my graders, or great identifies, because they actually aren't really all that useful, but I'm just going to use this, view stuff, because I do have a single unknown potion. So, okay. Gonna tell me immediately. Potion of Potential Charisma, okay. And I did have the Potion of Potential Beauty. I'm just going to drink both of those, because I don't particularly care about either. So I'm not going to bless them or do anything special with them. Speaking of levels, or potential levels, I guess, I do have a lot of potential for learning, and that should be trained by reading books mostly, so I hope that's going to go up, because that, of course, also increases the number of spell casts I get per book, so that would be nice. I would like to get my willpower back up those 2 levels that I can, but yeah, as it turns out, I foolishly got rid of all the herbs in the large room, at least. And I also have not come across any in the Infinite Dungeon, obviously. There should be some herbs left in at least one of the random dungeons, so I have been thinking about returning there before going on my next major expedition to see if I can, get some, what was it, Morgia roots? I keep forgetting. I think it's Morgia roots that train toughness and willpower. Toughness is at its herb trainable maximum, to my knowledge, so nothing more to be gained from that, but I think I mentioned that before. Anyway, okay, so that's one thing out of the way, or a couple of things out of the way. I am going to do some reading, still have some food. Well, I mean, I guess I might as well do that. Might as well start with the first one. RLL, RLL. Okay, and it finally disappears. Oh yeah, wait, before might as well. Before I forget, one more thing that I never mentioned, and you may or may not have noticed when I opened my spell list before, I have found, actually while farming back in the Infinite Dungeon, I found the Remove Curse, which is actually really, really useful to have. I've already made use of that like twice or so. Yeah, first to get rid of my cursed little short bow. And then I found, among the things that I did find was this silver helmet. Do I still have that? Or did I actually end up? Yeah, I guess I don't have it anymore. And that sounded interesting, and I detected its item status by dropping it on the altar, and it was cursed. But I figured, it might be something special anyway, and I don't know. I guess I didn't really have enough stuff to justify using a blessed scroll of Identify, so I just put it on because I knew that I had the Remove Curse spell, and it ended up being just, I guess silver helmets aren't anything special, it's just a helmet made of silver. It was not particularly bad, just gave some armor, like 1 armor, 1 dodge or something like that. So pretty unexciting. And I did remove that, and apparently I already sold it. I don't think it was worth much. Anyway, so yeah, the remove curse spell is something that I found, though. Probably one of the better things to come out of the infinite dungeon farming. So, yes. Still not getting hungry. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Well, not hungry yet, but... Alright, it disappeared. Let's eat that cooked goblin chieftain before he rots away. And I am carrying like 1,000 stones worth of food with me, by the way. That's part of the reason I'm so strained. I do have a few things I want to sacrifice, but let's finish reading first. Yes. Oh, wow, that was only 2. That was obviously cursed. Oh, well. Let's see, what is this? You decipher the runes in the spellbook. You master the strength of Atlas. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so that gives you temporary... I don't know if it increases strength or just outright carrying capacity. I think it's the latter. So useful for sure. Although if you use that and haul like thousands and thousands of stones worth of stuff with you, and then it runs out, your inventory will actually crush and kill you. So I'm not really sure. Well, I guess it's good to have as an option. I'm not really sure how much use I'm going to be making of that. Oh, and it only gave me two readings. That's unfortunate. Strength of Atlas. There you are. 400. Oh, well, I mean, it's better than nothing. Let's see here. Firebolt is, yeah, still just over 500. It's not great. Obviously didn't find any new fireball. Frostbolt is now at almost 8,000. It's just getting more and more ridiculous. Oh well. Yeah, well, okay, that's all the reading. And I ate the corpse before I rotted away. That's another thing. Gotta be, efficient with my usage of food resources. Let's go ahead and sacrifice some of these things. I've been keeping, holding on to this mithril splint mail just because. Inner peace. Girdle of strength. I'm gonna keep as a backup just because it doesn't weigh much and it's the exact same thing that I have. Oh, right. Another thing that you might have seen already and that I did while tidying up the shop. I actually noticed these. Just take a look here. These boots of speed. I mean, they only give 2 dodge, no armor, but they do increase speed by 8, which more than makes up for what I lost in my sword. And while I have now learned in the meantime that there is a certain penalty for being a lot faster than monsters, an experience penalty to be precise, I still feel like, I mean, I didn't look it up, but it couldn't possibly be that punishing, right? I mean, obviously I'm only, like 100 speed is kind of the baseline speed for everything, and just hovering around that, even when you're slightly above it, that can't really incur much of a penalty, right? If it does, that's just silly. So I'm going to assume that I'm still okay in that regard, so long as I'm not like quickling levels of speed. Anyway, yeah, I figure it's worth losing out on just a tiny amount of armor, like from my spike boots. I mean, okay, they were basically fighting boots. They gave me a little bit of extra hit. They actually reduced my dodge chance. Okay, so I technically gained 3 levels of dodge and lost 1 armor. I guess it's fine. I'm going to try and sacrifice? No, not interested. I guess they're not really worth that much. They aren't magical or anything. I am going to sacrifice, I think, both of my swords. I mean, I don't think that I'm ever going to go back to my more damaging sword, just to purely to fight something in melee. I don't know. I don't see myself doing that. And while it doesn't weigh a ton, it's still a little bit, it's still all adding up. The other one as well. The crossbow was actually worth. Oh yeah, right. That's right. I basically dropped everything in the shop to sell, and everything that that seemed like it was worth a decent amount. Okay, like over like 350, 400 gold or so is typically enough to sacrifice, so I kept those things around. I sold the necklaces of the eye, the extra ones, or extra one, I don't know. Of course, I sold all the, or sacrificed all the additional Cs that I had. The Ring of Ice. Yeah, I should probably put that on. Although my current bow is not amazing, but, you know. We do have this unidentified wand. I guess I could just try zapping it. That's something. See if that identifies it. Or, of course, I could use one of my many scrolls. Magic mapping, just because why not? Right, and then we have just a ton of food. Like, yeah, as I said, 600 large rations, stones worth of large rations, then 400 and 800. Yeah, so 18, more like 1800, 1900 stones worth of just rations, and then some miscellaneous stuff. So yeah, that is a large part of what's burdening me currently. But that's okay. I think. Am I forgetting anything else? Experience-wise, we have, well, just spending that much time in the large room, killing a ton of things. I didn't get much in terms of drops, you know, as I told you, a couple of things, but nothing particularly exciting. But I did make, well, over 150,000 experience, so I'm more than halfway to the next level at this point. So that's something, and I'm definitely tempted to spend more time in there. As I said, I would like to go back to this one dungeon that I noted down here. Well, I mean, I'll find it in my notes. To look for more herbs, mostly for the willpower training. I mean, I could do that. Let's, you know what, while we're here, to see if I'm even good in terms of the quest. You know, the main game progress. I'm going to go ahead and talk to the dude and see. I sense it. He has freed Griff Spirit. Okay, good. Good. I mean, I thought so, but still. You truly has shown the mark of a great heroine. Your valor is unquestionable. I'd say so. Thus, we will permit you to venture into the depths of this dungeon, which contain the most dangerous and most foul beasts. The ancient dwarf pulls a stone lever. Oh, okay, that's the one he was sitting on. Rising from the floor, you hear a grating sound far below your feet. Well, that must be a powerful sound if I hear it all the way up here. The way is now free for you. You shall keep the sword you took from Griff's grave. Oh, oops, he knows about that. Use it wisely. I will. I mean, wouldn't be a shame to let it go to waste, rotting underneath some ancient tomb, right? Here's some more stuff you might find useful in your quest. He drops some items in front of me. Okay. Seems kind of rude, but, well. Let's see. One of digging, one of fireballs, and 8 potions of extra healing, which I don't think I've ever used a single potion to heal, but I'm holding on to those, just in case. One of fireballs. I'm assuming that's... Oh, wait. Hold on a second. What is that? There's a potion on the floor underneath him? Can I have that, maybe? Well, interesting. I wonder if he was supposed to drop that, like, on my tile and then float over or something. I don't know. I don't think that's a thing that can happen or should have happened here, but interesting anyway, because previously it was showing the lever symbol. Well, anyway, maybe it's a symbol for a lever that has been used, and well, not that levers and using them are really a mechanic that plays much of a role in the rest of the game. Okay, anyway, what do? I guess I could return and try my luck with, you know, a little bit more large room farming, and also, well, first of all, herbs, I guess. Yeah, I guess it makes sense to do that now. I mean, I'm half expecting and definitely hoping for some sort of shortcut back to the deeper levels at some point. Obviously, only past the ancient portal that should now be open. Because, you know, at some point it becomes really, well, not only tedious, but also just a little bit unreasonable to walk all the way back up to the surface and then all the way back down to where you were to continue your adventure. So, yeah, I hope there is some sort of, and I think there is some kind of shortcut. I don't know. I've had it in the back of my mind. Like, I probably read about it at some point, like years ago. But yeah, before I depart on my next expedition, which definitely involves walking back down at least to the portal, and then who knows how much further. I want to be as well prepared as I can, or at least maybe a little bit more prepared than I am right now, than I feel right now. So I think I'll stop the recording here and do some more things off camera that shouldn't be particularly exciting. Of course, as always, when something happens, you will know, you will be informed. And yeah, well, we'll see though. If nothing noteworthy happens at all, I guess I'll meet you back here and ready to dive back down into the caverns of chaos. Okay, and I'm back. I spent a long time farming and also some time actually off the computer. So where was I? Right. I made a trip back to actually 2 different dungeons. I checked the Moldy dungeon for the scroll shop, but it didn't have anything interesting, or rather, it did have a bunch of identification scrolls, but they were 1,000 gold apiece, which seemed pretty expensive, honestly, considering that I still have 8. I've used like 2 during this farming session. I actually used up a lot of holy water. I did find some water, so yeah, I'm back to 6. I had like 10 at one point, I think, was the maximum, but I dipped a variety of things, including some Moss of Morelon. So okay, I guess the good news is in the Shadowy dungeon, or Random Dungeon 2, I did find the herb bushes still intact, thankfully, and I spent quite a while in that room, waiting for them to recover, identifying herbs, and, stuffing my face full of Morgia roots, basically, whenever I became not bloated, and using Moss of Morelon, except the wiki says that is the one herb where the cursed version is bad, actually abuses dex rather than exercising it. So I made sure to identify it first, and I actually went ahead and blessed 2 almost full stacks of cursed Moss of Morelon to turn it into blessed Moss of Morelon, which gave me, as you can see, I'm at my willpower cap again, so that part was successful, and I also gained, well, at least 2 points of dexterity. Actually, I think more than that, and we still have a bunch of capacity. I don't know if I might get another increase, although I think I already got one for the last batch of moss that I used. Anyway, we'll see. I did eat a couple of corpses that had the potential to increase my strength, but no luck there. Oh well. But I'm also down to 19 strength, because I actually found a girdle of carrying, and I went ahead and blessed it. And I know there is a certain danger to it. If I encounter something that curses that girdle, it will instantly go from granting me like 3,000. Actually, I can just it's exactly 1,900 extra carrying capacity, right? The blessed one should give strength times 100 stones carrying capacity. So yeah, pretty good. But it will go to having my carrying capacity when it's cursed. So that's a danger, of course, because, not only is it then cursed and I won't be able to take it off immediately, but I might be carrying enough stuff to get crushed by my inventory. So that is a danger, but it feels like it's not, well, I don't know. I'm probably going to die that way now that I said that, but I feel like it's worth the risk. Because it gives me so much more headroom for carrying stuff. I mean, I'm not even burdened while carrying basically as much as I was carrying this whole time. I still have a ton of food reserves, as you can see here, 11 iron rations, still a couple large rations rather, and a ton of stomophilia. Even the cursed ones are pretty filling, all things considered. And of course they weigh almost nothing. So yeah, I feel pretty good about that. I did a bunch of things. I didn't find much in terms of spellbooks. I found some. I found one Burning Hands, and a couple more Frostbolts, of course. But that's basically it, I think. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. I did go ahead and drink that, and bless and drink that potion of education, and it gave me the woodcraft skill at level 11. So yay, I guess. It's not something you can actively use. I didn't even look it up, but but you can't use it. So I'm assuming it's just like gemology, or whatchamacallit, metallurgy, where it just allows you to identify certain items made of wood. I don't know. It doesn't seem like something I need to worry about. There is one other thing that I am going to do, and that is... Oh yeah, also I spent some time identifying arrows, so I now have a stack of 82 basic arrows, and I got rid of some of the worst ones, and yeah. So just, a ton of minor maintenance work, I guess, that would have been pretty boring to watch. So what did I want to do? Right, I am going to unequip my... God, where's the Ring of Mental Stability? There it is. This list, I swear, it's the worst. Yeah, okay. Gauntlets and mental stability. It is one extra armor, but I am going to equip the Ring of Ice just to, save myself some headache, possibly in the future. It might not be completely necessary, especially since we're unlikely to trigger any trapdoors on the way back down to the portal. But after that, we're in new unknown territory, so, better safe than sorry. All right, now to see if I can, well, I mean, remember, I was going to say remember how to get there. It's basically just go down and avoid the dwarven halls, I suppose. Paralyzes me. Oh, and I almost died by eating a Gorgon corpse, because I could have sworn I had seen Gorgons before, and they were just, large beasts. I wonder what I'm confusing them with. Something kind of similar, except that Gorgons, I didn't even think twice about it. I encountered one in the large room, I think, killed it pretty easily. It didn't do anything, thankfully. And it left me a corpse, and I thought, oh, hey, sweet, that's a huge hulking beast that might increase my toughness or strength. I cooked it, and I kept it with me. Honestly, I would have probably eaten it right away if I had not been bloated or at least satiated. And then I almost ate it, but I figured I'd look it up, because I had both the Gorgon and a Stone Giant, and I was pretty sure the Stone Giant had a chance to give me strength. And I looked them both up, and there I learned that Gorgons are actually probably among the most dangerous enemies, because they have a chance to petrify you and instantly kill you. And to my knowledge, I don't have petrify resistance, so that would have been a pretty inglorious way to go, off camera and everything. So yeah, and also eating its corpse, unless you have petrification resistance, will instantly kill you, just like that. That's pretty mean. Now I know that, and yeah, that could have been it right there. That was really, really lucky. Anyway, what did I want to do? I just wanted to look up if the stupid eye did anything to me. It didn't. So, I mean, it paralyzed me, but nothing more permanent than that. Necklace of Rapid Healing. I mean, I guess. I don't know if that sells for a bunch, but it doesn't weigh much, so I'll just take it with me. This large hammer. Yeah. Even though I technically could pick up a ton of stuff without even becoming burdened, I'm not going to take anything unless it seems like it's really valuable or potentially useful. Right. By complete accident, just by virtue of not really thinking about it, I chose the right door. I'm actually going to go ahead and make myself invisible, which I probably should have done beforehand. I also forgot that or keep forgetting that I hotkeyed that, but I mean, I never use that, so. Oh boy. I mean, it's really not difficult or anything, or particularly dangerous. Just a little bit tedious. I want to make sure that I don't accidentally hit one of these. Uh-oh. Okay. Oops, there was an opening. So easy to lose focus during this kind of, well, log, thanks, but no thanks, during these kinds of mind-numbing, repetitive sections. J, again, for someone or something. Oh, okay, one of them lost track of me. I wonder if it's possible. I've wondered a couple of times at this point if it's possible to just completely eradicate the animated trees. I think I've seen other enemies, other kinds of monsters spawn on this floor occasionally. Oh, can we please? Can I shuffle past them? Firmly grafted to the ground. Only a couple of them surrounding me seem to be hostile or aware of my existence. So I guess I'm just getting unlucky here with them just not moving. Okay. Looks like I'm no longer stuck. J. Here we go, then your eyes adjust, yep. Invisibility levels up. So I guess that means it just lasts longer. So yeah, I wonder if it's possible to just kill everything in here. But that would basically, I mean, I'm assuming it's possible. I'm not sure, I don't know how tough these are. I've never killed one of these, have I? No. I've accidentally attacked one or two at some point, I think. But I never killed any of them. What's this? Medium shield. I mean, I guess I might as well pick that up. Oh yeah, the hive. Can that be destroyed? Have I tried doing that? I guess you can kick it and it spawns a ton of whatever's all at once. Where's the hive? Oh, there's the hive. Okay, above. I do kind of want to try destroy it. Try destroying it. A hive. Okay. I mean, I think you kick it, but there's not a ton of room for the wasps to spawn. So, I think the knife lying on top of it protected. Ah, there it is. Let's see here. You kick the beehive. Okay. And immediately the giant bees are being killed. I should be able to use flaming hands against the bee. Giant bee warrior is transformed. Suddenly a storm seems to disturb the trees with gnarly cries. What? They advance on you, obviously prepared to tear you into tiny bits? What? But why though? I didn't attack the trees. Oh, that hasn't happened before. Does that mean they're all hostile now? Okay. Maybe it's for using fire in their forest. Well, I didn't know that. Kick the thing again. You can destroy it, right? Giant bee queen. Slightly hostile. Interesting. Not injured. I mean, I'm assuming that at this point it doesn't matter, but whether I use more fire, that is. What? No, not. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to switch to Berserker, which is maybe a bad idea, but no. Okay, you stab the giant queen and bee queen with full force and slay it. Awesome. So that's done. Back to Coward and what's this? Potion of healing. Sure, I guess. No, that's fine. I mean, are they all automatically aware of my position now? It seems like they are. Yeah, they're not going to move away, are they? I wonder if they're going to forget about me. Forget about what I did when I leave the place. I mean, I feel like my only chance, if I don't want to start slaughtering these trees now, and I kind of don't. I don't know. Probably at this point, there's probably no downside to it, other than there being literally hundreds of them. Teleportation. It's probably gonna fail, is the thing. Might fail several times. But of course I'm gonna try. Cool. Impossible. Yep. And literally all the trees are hostile and know about me, even though I'm still invisible. Well, I mean, there are always the Dwarven Halls, but I don't think that's a very good alternative. I mean, they all turned hostile the moment I used Burning Hands, even though I did not attack one of them. I attacked the stupid hive. And they were hostile toward the bees as well, right? They were fighting the bees, so this does not make a whole lot of sense, or, you know, doesn't feel very fair, but it's what it is. It's ADoM. It's okay. I'm gonna try again, I suppose. Impossible. I can try a couple more times. Well, at least I'm closer, but I mean, I still, in order to get to the stairs, I still need to kill more trees, and I don't want to do that. Can kill a bee, though. Yeah, they're just going to stay here. Wait, searching for something. Don't tell me they... Okay, they're hostile, but they don't necessarily know where I am. Well, those around me still know where I am. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep trying. What is this? What was it? Black gauntlets. Cool. And I'm visible again. Running really low on spell points. That's not great. I mean, okay. You know what? I tried. You were my witnesses. I did not mean to cause the trees any harm. And as far as I know, I didn't. So... God, but this is not going to work. Oh, well, I mean, I'm pretty fast. So there's that. And I am still invisible, so I guess that is what makes this possible at all. Quickly get out of here. Picked up something. Where are those stairs? There. Welp. My god, that was pretty bad. But, well, I made it out. It's okay. Guess most annoyingly, I used up a bunch of teleportation charges. Still have a few, but, you know. Who are you looking at, huh? Goblin Berserker doesn't care about me? Maybe I care about you, though. It's not like I'm... What the heck? He screams sats? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke or something? I don't know. If so, I don't get it. Could you please turn hostile? I'm gonna wait here until you turn hostile. Aha, there we go. Alright. Guess I'll keep moving. Giant slug, neutral. Heavy crossbow. Several items. Yeah. Thanks, but no thanks. Caveman, come here. Oh, come here, you. Oh, I never lit up this room, apparently. Well then. That is quite the range at this point. For what it's worth. I mean, I suppose it does come in handy in exactly this kind of situation, so there's that. Grizzly bear. I'm assuming you're hostile. Yeah. Oh, and I'm actually hungry. Well, I'm going to use up the large rations first, of course. Even though weight isn't an issue. But of course it could become one. Okay. I mean, I've been to these floors before, so... It's not like I... Oh, is this the one, though? Is this the ancient portal? No, this is where Calivester was. Yeah. Ogre Lord, neutral. Me, mighty ruler, you bow or die. How about neither? Also, you're still neutral, even after saying that. I've killed a few of those, apparently. Oops. Master Swordsman, why? Yep, that's what I thought. These guys and Redlings tend to just immediately disarm me, almost without fail. It's kind of crazy. I mean, they're not particularly strong enemies, like, at all. Not at my current level, but that does not seem to factor into their success chance at all, which is pretty silly. Thankfully, so long as you notice, or so long as I notice in time, getting disarmed isn't that bad. It would obviously be a lot worse if I relied heavily on using my weapon to kill things. You were neutral, yeah. You know what? Screw that. Don't like the idea of having a rust monster being around. You know what? I saw this this random door in a corner of the room that I probably created there with a wand of door creation. Oh yeah, in fact I did. There used to be a statue here. It's all coming back to me now. And that reminded me that there was a wand that I meant to zap. Never mind, I actually identified that a long time ago and I don't actually know what that was. Yeah, I don't actually know which one that was, but well, the good news is that I no longer need to identify it, so there's that. Nope. Fire lizard, I guess I'll just eat you as you are. Cools me down. Several items. One of digging. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it doesn't hurt to have more of those available. Mummy, please. Really? Normal mummies aren't even immune to frost, are they? No, that was really just the king. You know what? Pixie, Get out of here. Scroll of identify, I'll take it. Some bones, yeah. The bones were there before. Or the pixie must have picked them up. But the gold is nice, of course. Yeah. I should have probably remembered that this was in between me and the portal. Several items. Strange wrapping, yeah. Some arrows. I fell into the pit that I knew about. Wow. And that after increasing my dexterity. Okay. And really, normal mummies are not an issue at all. Just turn berserk and kill them without any issue. Same with priestesses like that. More strange wrappings. Rattling warrior was killed. Could have disarmed me, but didn't. Skeletal warriors. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Despite no longer running around burdened or more all the time. But still, it's fine. My last large ration. Okay, backstabbing almost up to 100. Preservation, tactics. Not bad. Even woodcraft increased. Actually, woodcraft doubled. Wait, no. Oh, that must have increased before. That was 11, right? Now it's 22. Huh. Fair enough. You are a green blob. Have I met that before? No. Here's... What? Green blobs. Here's one plant that no sane farmer would ever grow. White plant. Resembling a puddle of vomit more than any recognizable vegetation. This carnivorous greenery seems to be woven from the very essence of disease itself. Like any respectable illness, green blobs also like to spread, often reproducing before the initial entity can be completely dealt with. While not as destructive as some of its primordial brethren, they are no less dangerous. They seem to be a more advanced version of green slime. But why vegetation? What? It would have never occurred to me to consider blobs or slime creatures vegetation at all. Large bat corpse. Yep. Ooh. What's going on in here? Some kind of undead party. Female vampire, dark elven lord skeleton, and a zombie. Okay, cool. Vampire doesn't seem to want to come out to play for some reason. You are hostile though, aren't you? Oh, afraid. Interesting. Afraid of what? Who knows? Vampire corpse. I must have looked that up before, unless none of the vampires dropped corpses before. I can't imagine it's safe to eat, but who knows? Okay, so it's actually beneficial. It increases toughness or has a chance to, but it is chaotic. But, well, still gonna do it. Revitalizes me. Toughness did not immediately increase. In fact, I'm at my level of toughness. It might not really do much or do anything anymore, but who knows? I'm gonna put my amulet of order back on to fix my alignment. You are a mummy. Wait. Were they always highly vulnerable to fire? Okay. I thought only like greater mummies or something were yellow, but I guess I'm wrong. Well, I suppose pure white are the skeletal warriors, so there's that. Quarrel, something. Heap of bones. Metal cap. Obviously things that I was carrying at some point, but dropped because they were considered not particularly good. Spectre. Ooh, ghost out of the wall. More several items. Huh? Oh, potion of water. Why? I guess I must have missed that before. Or something died in the meantime and dropped that. Who knows? Anyway, finally, back out of here. And I guess this is... yeah, this is probably as far as we made it previously. This seems familiar. Right? Stairway is very long. Water seems to be constantly dripping from the ceiling of this level. There is a stair leading upwards. Nice. Dungeon level 20. For the first time. Large ration. I'll take it. Iron shot gauntlets. Okay. A new type. A pickaxe. Scroll of Amnesia. No thanks. Ogre King. Well, well, well. Oh, I've killed one Ogre King before. Interesting. Okay. Sounds like mostly a melee enemy that I shouldn't need to worry too much about, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Neutral Chief and Neutral Corruptor. Excuse me? Apparently I've also killed one of these, and it's worth a lot of experience. I'd like to... you know what I can do? I can cast Farsight. So I would kind of like to shoot that Corruptor at max distance, if I can. Actually, I probably can't shoot this far, but... oh no, never mind, I can, and I can one-shot him. Nice. How's my experience coming along? Pretty nicely. Cut in half again since, I guess, the start of this episode, technically. It feels like forever ago, because it is, but... sling bullets, okay, cool. Could you... maybe... ha, you puny? You maybe turn hostile? So I can safely kill you. Well, I suppose I can... potentially hostile? I mean, potentially, yes. Not currently, though. Anyway. Oh, okay, now he's hostile. There we go. There we go. Interesting feeling, yeah, I know. Where is the door? Actually, it's probably more likely to be over here. Getting hungry, wonderful. Oh, hello, sir, Frost Giant. How do you like burning hands? Not very much. Well, I didn't check the bottom row here. South wall. Huh. There's got to be more. Okay, you know what? I have... oh, I didn't... I could have sworn I had a scroll of magic mapping. I do have the spell, of course. It doesn't always help all that much if there are multiple rooms adjacent, but... I guess... oh. Interesting. Oh! Are you telling me that this is actually... this could be one of the temples? I don't know. For some reason I thought... I had the idea in my head that the temples were just separated by a single wall tile that you had to tunnel through, but you actually have to tunnel quite a bit. Interesting. I mean, I'm assuming that's what it is. It would be silly to keep moving at this point, right? I'm just going to... I mean, it should be good, probably. I mean, I see water, so I'm assuming that this is the Temple of Water, not ice specifically. So creatures there might not be immune to ice. Yeah, might not be immune or even resistant to ice. So it should be good in that regard, probably. I mean, here goes nothing, right? It's oh, okay. And I think that might very well be the first time I ever used a... actually, let's eat something. The very first time I used a wand of digging. Well, at least to actually dig through walls. So I did not know it actually dug that far. Still, of course, I ended up using 3 charges here. There we go. What do we have? Troll berserkers and water snakes. Alright, so far so normal. And definitely not immune to frost. Can you move through the water? Oh, what have we here? A water grue. Really? An actual grue. And a watery version too. You'd say that was a huge fish coming your way, but no fish has 4 legs and no fish has that many horns. No, most fish have no horns at all. You can't seem to get a good look at it though, as it's hiding deep in the shadows. For such a large critter, it's very stealthy. You've barely heard it make a sound. The nails on that thing could easily make sure you can't tell anyone else about this monstrosity either. Okay, interesting. The water grue is hit. Doesn't shrug it off or anything. The grue is hit and destroyed. Water snake. Chaos servant is destroyed. Okay. Whoops, that is certainly not what I meant to do. What did I do? I accidentally used lightning bolt again, didn't I? Or something. Yep, yeah. Okay. I mean, it's just a troll berserker. Wand of light, no thanks. Now, the water is actually a bit of a problem. Well, not a problem per se, but an annoyance at the least. Okay, there are more grues coming my way. Ah, how do I keep doing that again and again? It's so annoying. Thankfully, those things are not hard to destroy. How much are you worth, actually? 1,400? Okay. Okay. I wonder if there is a way to reach the center of this structure on dry land, but I doubt it. But, you know, I guess I'll still, before I try anything funny with the ice or with the water, you know, trying to freeze it and get across that way, I'm going to explore around. You're neutral, surprisingly. Feeling hungry. Cool. Let's eat some iron rations, I guess. Heaviest stuff first. Tasted good. Nice to hear. Come on. The grooves seem to be pretty slow, although I'm also relatively fast, so there's that. That does not line up. Ooh, potion of water, I think. Okay, it's destroyed. Yep, potion of water. Makes sense in this place. I am going to cook that guy and eat him right away. My alignment is back to where I want it to be. Probably only barely, but I feel safer with the Ankh on. Honestly, it's okay. I was not quite done considering safety measures and tactics for this place, actually. Right now I'm using the Ring of Ice, which is obviously not going to help here. In fact, if anything, yes, okay. I mean, okay, in terms of resistances, my mummy wrapping makes me immune to ice already. So really I don't need to worry about ice resistance at all. I was going to put on a Ring of ice resistance, but I don't think that's going to do anything, now that I think about it. Right, what other necklaces? Death ray resistance. I mean, I don't know that there's anything in here that uses death rays. Of course, if I find something that seems like it might have that, then I'm gonna look it up and switch accordingly. Cold resistance, yeah, I mean, no point for cold resistance when you're cold immune. Acid resistance, maybe. Honestly, that might be something it's maybe more likely to run into something acidic here, but I don't know that either. Fire resistance, yeah, well. Stun resistance. I mean, again, I don't think the Ring of Cold does anything for me. It seems very unlikely to encounter something with some kind of fire breath or similar attack here, but it also doesn't seem like anything I anything I have available would be a lot more useful. Female Frost Giant. One shot you like that. What's up with the Gru? It's just sleeping, I guess. Just chilling. No pun intended. Well, I don't know. It's not an ice Gru, so I guess that wasn't really a pun to be intended. Fails to hurt me. Good to know. Misses me. Oh wow, I'm actually running pretty low on mana here. I guess because I wasn't quite full by the time I arrived. It's probably part of the problem. Pious Aura. Wait, there's an altar here? That's what it means, right? You are a hostile ogre. Get out of here. You're all enemies I can just kill in melee. Like so. Wow, that's a lot of Fomorian giants. Are they pack animals? Stone giant. And those are a little bit tougher. Actually, I should probably go ahead and just berserk if I'm going to kill things in melee. I keep saying that, and then I am sometimes too lazy to change settings, tactics, even if it's, you know, only a single key press. Sometimes I'm too cautious to actually do it. Excuse me. A water demon. Stop berserking. Step 1. Hit by the icy bolt. Okay, good. I mean, water is pretty good. Ice is pretty good against water, normal water, by, you know, completely freezing it. So maybe it's actually pretty useful against, pretty effective against water-based creatures as well. Sure, I'll pick up that sling, why not? Stop berserking, I guess. Cook this giant. Thank you for your cooperation. Eat you. I grow a wart. What? Oh, that reduced my appearance or something? I didn't look up what it did because I was 90% sure I remembered it being beneficial. It didn't increase anything immediately. Okay, learning is reduced because I don't have the ring. That didn't get reduced. Willpower, dex, toughness, mana, perception, those all seem the same. Actually, how tough are you considered to be? Not very. Okay. Alright, mana is almost full. Oh. I could probably just fight these water grooves in melee as well. But I don't know. Don't feel particularly... That doesn't sound particularly safe to me, I should say. Iron Ration. Why thanks, Mr. Gru. How nice of you. Come on. Well, I know where the entrance to the central structure is. But of course, as I suspected, there is no dry path to the inside. And the thing is, while I can't freeze the water, it's only safe to step on ice up to 2,000 stones total weight. So unfortunately, that's not based on my current burden, but on absolute weight, which makes sense, of course. I could teleport in, but of course, well, either way, I'll be trapped. I can try stepping on the ice here and see if it holds. And if it does, I have a chance to cast another Frostbolt and step on over, right? I only have to bridge two gaps, two spaces here. Creaks in a disturbing way. It breaks. Oh, are you freaking for real? That was a ton of damage. Okay, so I hate that it can actually break within a single turn. I thought it cracking and creaking actually gave you one turn to step off of it, but I guess not. I suppose that's not how real life breaking ice works either, so there's that. Stupid harpy, get out of here. I don't know if there's a way to permanently turn water into something you can walk on. I don't think there is. I don't remember ever seeing anything about that. How expensive is teleportation? Normal, I guess. What? Did I not press the right button? I could have sworn. T for teleportation, right? You focus your magical energies to release a spell, your magic fails. Oh. Oh, you just can't teleport on these levels. Well, that sucks. How are you supposed to do it then? I guess I could drop a bunch of things and just... and walk across the ice? Is that the idea here? Is that really what I'm supposed to do? I guess it's relatively safe to do without, you know, without risking losing any stuff. Because things have to spawn here to pick it up in the first place. But what if there's even more water in the middle? I guess if there is, it's not a problem. Ah, this sucks so much. I hate this. I don't know, there might be better ways to deal with this, but I don't know about them. I guess I'm gonna... Well, first of all, I'm hurt. And out of spell points. Can you swim? Oh. You don't seem willing to try either way. Nice. Okay, that was fun. Here are, oh, another water demon. I have better ways to heal my wounds. What? When did I pick up the mandolin? Excuse me? I don't remember doing that at all. That is a little bit bizarre. I guess I must have meant to pick something up at some point and accidentally picked up the mandolin instead. Oh well. I meant to equip... I guess it's suspense weeds, right? That heal? Yep, sure enough. Well, I guess I can hold on to that one or equip the blessed one in case I need it. And now I drop everything that's not absolutely necessary, like everything but my... Oh, those are heavy. Everything but my equipment, basically. Necklace of the Eye, Rapid Healing. I mean, those don't weigh much, but still. H.I. All the arrows. Undead Slaying. Probably don't need that. Now, I happen to know, from reading so much about the Tower of Eternal Flame, that the Temple of Fire or Flame has a dragon as a guardian. And one of the tactics to get rid of it is, of course, using arrows of dragon slaying. But I don't know if all the orb guardians are dragons. They might not be. I guess I'm still gonna hold on to those blessed arrows of dragon slaying just in case. And I should probably also go ahead and equip them. I mean, just slaying, jelly slaying. Of course, if it's a jelly, if it's anything but a dragon, I'll wish I had kept something else. But am I really going to use arrows, though? Is the thing. It shouldn't be immune to... Actually, I don't know. It might be something that's immune to frost. In which case, I still have other spells, so... Oh god, I'm probably overthinking things and worrying too much. This is the first temple. I mean, how bad could it be, right? How bad could it be? Famous last words. But I'll have to learn at some point. And I don't necessarily have to learn the hard way, but I'm choosing to, I suppose. Or choosing to risk it anyway. All the keys. I mean, obviously I'm not going to need those, so... KL. Bandages that I'm never going to use. I'm gonna hold on to the blanket just in case I do happen to fall into the water. Yeah, sure, even the sea. GHIJK. The Rings of Cold Resistance. Whoops. Okay. Acid resistance. No, I'm gonna hold on to those. Mental stability. It's not gonna help. Fire resistance. Stun resistance. Who knows? I can definitely drop that used up Wand of Digging. I'm gonna drop the Iron Rations. And this one. And my gold, I guess. And see where that puts me. Where does that... Oh, wow, that puts me comfortably under the maximum weight, so... And I still have my 74 normal arrows here. I'm gonna put on the dragon slaying arrows just in case. I mean, I guess I don't have to worry about weight now, right? Yep, it's not even cracking. Well, that's neat. The arrow. Oh god. There's another water demon. Okay, it's coming this way. Is it? Yep. Water demon is hit and killed. I am in coward mode. Am I forgetting anything? Oh god, I'm probably forgetting something that I should be doing. But, you know, it's fine. Bundle of arrows. Yeah, I guess. Water grews. Oh, a water grew, actually. Water elementals. Oh. Both neutral, still. Interesting. I think I've killed a few of these. Oh, one. Oh, I've killed some air elementals out in wilderness encounters, that's right. Able to breathe water, makes sense. Shouldn't be immune to ice. It's the Gru. The Gru is hostile. Okay, so lure it out. No need to take any unnecessary risks. Where is it though? There you are. Okay. There's a demon. Would you like to come here? You're neutral. What? Excuse me? That's not how this is supposed to work. Okay. Now it's hostile. Good, good. That's good to know. Thanks, game. Alright. Experience? Well, I guess these elementals are gonna get me close to leveling up, because they're worth a lot of experience if I can deal with them. Which I probably can. Okay, there we go. Right? You're hostile, aren't you? Yes, you are. Why aren't you coming? What are you afraid of? Not me, certainly. Okay. It's hit. Destroyed by only 2. Okay, I didn't see you, but you're destroyed as well. Yep, well, that was not quite worth 6,000. I guess that was outdated information. From when I killed that one, probably a long time ago. It's panicking? Okay, well, yeah, I'll take the dagger that the elemental dropped. Might be good. Okay. There's another water demon that I didn't see. Is the snake from beyond. Okay. At first appearing to be a huge variety of water snake, this beast is revealed as something corrupted into a horror all its own. Easily twice the size of a water snake, its surface is much denser, perhaps due to its deep water origin, where it had to endure much greater pressures than in this easy realm. It is fast for its size, attempting to bite if it cannot wrap its victim in its body, drowning and crushing them with its watery essence. Now, I can't even speak or form coherent thought. Oh god. The snake is hit. Did not resist or anything. I mean, it was described as fast for its size, but I'm fast too. Oh no. Where'd you come from? Oh no, this is the worst. I was hoping to squeeze past it. Oh no. Kill it. Get out of here. I mean, ideally the snake cannot catch up to me at all. It seems to be working out. The snake from beyond is hit by the icy bolt. Suddenly an item appears to be falling onto the ground. The snake from beyond is killed. Okay, I mean, it was not shrugging off my bolts or anything. It's not it wasn't resistant, and it didn't have any range attacks seemingly, or at least it didn't use any. And it wasn't faster than I was. So yeah, all of those factors made this ultimately pretty easy, but still no less scary or exciting. Okay, I leveled up. Courage increased, I'll say. Okay, I could go ahead and level up my woodcraft. 2-weapon combat is almost maxed out. That's kind of silly. What is there anything that makes sense to increase? I mean, courage, sure. Appraising is still only +1. Not worth it, unfortunately. Dodge? No, that was bad. Wait, I can't. Oh, I didn't realize that was almost at its maximum. Okay, so that was a bit of a waste. Find weakness, sure. Well, I mean, nothing's really worth it. Some find weakness, that was bad. More courage, I guess. Where's tactics? Oh, yeah. I mean, that's probably the best skill to increase, but I could bring it up to 75. I don't think that's a threshold or anything. It might be. Sure. All right. Okay, that worked out. I don't think anything spawned and picked up my stuff in the meantime, which is nice. Chaos Orb of Elemental Water. And the Snake from Beyond Corpse. Wait, is that guaranteed, or am I incredibly lucky? Question mark. Obviously, I'm going to look up what that does. I mean, it's a being of pure corruption or something, right? So it's probably going to corrupt me if I eat it, but who knows? Who knows? Okay, I'm back from, well, I went from reading about the Snake from Beyond to reading about the orb and some other things that aren't exactly related. So the thing is, eating the snake will give me, well, okay, the main thing is I'm not entirely sure what version of the game I'm playing. The wiki is always talking about version 1.1 and version 1.2, mostly, or definitely in this case, and I'm my game doesn't say that explicitly. I guess it says it somewhere, I just don't know entirely. So the thing is, if this is 1.2 or later, it's going to give me 2 corruptions, but also give me +4 something willpower and dexterity, I think. So pretty powerful, but I don't think I want to risk getting any bad corruptions. So I'm not going to eat it. I could bring it to the druid back in Tyrinio if I can preserve it long enough. And he's going to give me a potion of cure corruption instead. I suppose those are valuable enough to probably make it worth it. Of course, that would require me to basically turn around and head to the surface immediately, which I don't necessarily want to do. I could just not care about it. I do have some remove corruption, I think. I'm definitely going to pick up the orb, of course, that is mandatory. And in fact, equipping that as a tool is supposed to increase willpower by 10, just by holding it. Yep, sure enough. So that helps with spellcasting, with casting bolt spells, and does not have any negative effects as far as I can tell. It can be used to fully heal, which does add corruption. So that's I'm gonna try and obviously try and do that only in absolute emergencies, but that is definitely nice to have. And yeah, okay, I'm still comfortably under 2,000 stones. I don't know, should I try and bring this corpse with me? It feels kind of silly leaving it, so I guess I'm... Whoa. That is a huge increase. I was not expecting that. The ice melts. Did I not hit this Troll Berserker? I guess not. Still not cooked. I mean, I do need to cook it. Can I please? It's just not happening. Firebolt? Come on. There we go. Alright. Pick it up. Weight is still fine. There we go. Whew. Okay, man. Pick up basically everything. I mean, there was something that I figured I didn't need anymore. Oh yeah, the spent wand of digging. God, did I have a lot of stuff with me. Kinda insane. Right, let's not take that. Take the iron rations, the money. There we are. And that did not take any considerable amount of time. My God, tongue, please work with me just for a few more minutes, because the troll didn't even manage to take like 2 more steps toward me. All right, and you dropped a few things, including your corpse. I will eat you. Man, okay, that was ultimately... Oh, hi. Interesting. That was ultimately not very difficult. But, I mean, again, it is... Excuse me? Did that do anything? Breathes water in me. Okay. Could you please die? Why is this one not dying? Critically damaged. There we go. Yeah, but it is the first one of these temples, right? So it's not a huge surprise. What was that? A good feeling about the chaos orb. Thanks. A good feeling. I mean, do those kinds of mandatory key artifacts come in cursed versions? Wait, what am I doing? Come here. There. That's a lot of gold. Large shield. Do I make my way to the surface? I mean, I guess I could. Werewolf Lord. Oh, wait. Have I? Yes. Yes, I have. Several items. Just rocks, though. So the Werewolf Lord actually summons multiple werewolves, huh? That's pretty cool. Light boots. That was a chaos spider. Okay, as I shot it, I wasn't sure if it was just a tarantula. Oh boy, okay. I mean, what am I even doing here? No matter what I do next, I mean, my options really are only return to the surface to try and turn in, you know, that snake corpse, because there's really nothing else I can do. Also, why did I never fully explore this? It doesn't seem like there's any treasure pile here, because, you know, I've seen exactly half of it, and it seems to be completely symmetrical, so it doesn't seem like there's a hidden treasure room or anything. Maybe I'll just look it up. Maybe I'll just read about the Temple of Water to see if there's supposed to be extra treasure, and if there is, I'm gonna, you know, strip all of my stuff down again and head back in. But if not, obviously I would like to avoid that hassle. I guess I was too emotionally shaken to think clearly and to think about that kind of mundane thing after I was done with the snake. But yeah, anyway, so that's not an issue either way. The question is, do I return to the surface? Do I feel like going up there? Not really, honestly. I kind of feel like I'm still in pretty good shape to keep pushing downward and maybe find that shortcut that I'm hoping for, if such a thing indeed does exist. Either way, I'm going to end the episode here, of course. I honestly forgot to take into account that I had like 15 or 16 minutes recorded earlier that I'm going to have to add onto this. So this is going to be a very long, very long video. But also, you know, one with a major achievement and milestone for me. Even if I die now, I can die happy. Well, I mean, my character, ideally, not me in real life. But if my character dies now and this run ends, I'm gonna be pretty satisfied and, you know, not too mad. Having found my first elemental orb, not something I realistically, seriously expected to ever do, honestly. And here we are. This is starting to feel a lot like that incredible dungeon crawl run with Frosty, the what was he? Some kind of dwarf. Anyway, yeah. So who knows? I'm obviously still not expecting to win this because I know that there are much greater challenges to overcome. But who knows? Maybe I'll be able to pick up another orb or two before I eventually succumb to some kind of mean thing, or just an onslaught of tough enemies, or just a single enemy that I underestimate. Anyway, yeah, either way, I'm gonna take a break here, look up the temple and possible treasure situation, and then we're gonna continue making our way downward toward the source of the chaos. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.